Holy packs. Okay guys, got a mail day video for you. Got a few items here off of eBay and wanted to show what I had gotten, and also trying to stick with the theme of, or trying something new, the investment cards. So a couple of videos ago, showed you guys some like 71 tops that I gotten. Well, this time I try to get something a little bit even in the 60s. So got some things here. See, first thing I'll show you here is this eBay purchase I made. So I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was for a specific card that I wanted, and then they were throwing in all these quote-unquote vintage cards. So it was like 600 to 700 vintage cards. But in looking at these things, right, you'll see 90 tops here. Right, let me just take everything out so I can show you. But in looking at everything, it doesn't seem like it's vintage at all. Well, maybe there's some stuff that in the early, before 1980. And that's what I classify vintage as, right? Is something that is pre-1980, or I actually go with I go with 84 and below usually. Oh, here we go. This is a package of vintage. But all this stuff, look at all these cards. Looking like it's mostly junk wax. So I think that's more classified as, oh, this one was different in the plastic, as a modern more than anything. And some were loose, right? And some of these are minor league cards clearly, and some of them are tops. Maybe there'll be some tops gold in there. And oh, well, this was nice. We got some top loaders there, some plastics. So that's good. In case I get any hits, I suppose. Or what do you think might be a hit? Let's see. I think that's it for that box. Let me move this box out of the way, give myself some room. But yeah, so this is these are all the commons here, or I'm assuming they're commons. So I'm not going to go through these bags because I don't expect to get anything. But really, the only reason why I got the card was I was bidding on this card. And so all these other cards are just bonus cards. And the price I paid, I think this ended up being about $65. But I'll cut it. I think I'll just open it. And that was the price I would have paid for this card by itself. So that's why I went and got this. So yep, here we go. So it was a Brooks Robinson card. Let's see, the year was the 1969 Brooks Robinson card. So again, being $65 raw, I'm looking to maybe get this graded and see what we can do with it. But looking at it, like trying to see, the corners are a little worn, right? But pretty good nonetheless. But it's still like, has a little dings and dunks in it. And I'm not going to take it out and feel the surface stuff and everything. But, ultimately it looks pretty good, like in pretty good shape. So, and the hope is to, it's okay centered, a little narrow here, a little wider there, right? Top to bottom looks okay, just from the naked eye. But the idea here is to get it graded, maybe get see if I can get like a 5 or 6 for it or something like that. I mean, that might be wishful thinking on a 6, but maybe a 5, right? So we'll try that out, see how it goes, and then maybe, either I hold on to it or I can turn it around. But let me look at these vintage cards right here real quick. I want to see maybe if he gave us someone else, to write home about here. So this could be good. Oh, and they're all individually sleeved in the penny holders. So there seems to be a couple in here. Maybe a couple of Red Sox, or maybe a couple of the same guy, Ray Culp. All right, three kinds of him, right, in the 72 tops. And sticking with that theme, you got Norm Cash. You got a checklist. These things are actually pretty cool. I know COG's collecting these, so maybe I'll try and get it over to him or something. But the checklists are coming harder and harder to come by, actually. We have some more 72 tops with Tom Kelly, Lloyd Allen. I think there might be, oh, there we go. Roger Freed, Bob Oliver. Up some 71 tops here with Nate Colbert. Oh, a Tom Seaver League Leaders card. That's pretty cool. Joe Gibbon. I was expecting an S on the end of that. All right, Joe Nosek. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. All right, and a couple of, where are these guys from? The Athletics. Oh, look, they didn't have the rights to the names, or they must not have had the rights to it. So they had to airbrush out the A's there. Huh. Why would they have done that? They didn't do that for anybody else. Maybe, I wonder why they did that. Oh, well. Gary Sutherland, and then Paul Shaw. Huh. I don't know why they had to do that for the Athletics there, but it's weird. Anyway, so it was pretty cool. So there were some good vintage ones in there. That Tom Seaver Leaders card was a nice little bonus. And I'm sure there's maybe one or two. I'm assuming these are going to be mostly commons, but I'm sure there's going to be one or two, maybe Hall of Famers or minor stars in here. And I'll go through that. And I got a whole package of puzzle pieces. So, hey, for $4.99. So maybe I'll get those over to Cash and Dad. I know they like collecting the puzzle pieces. So, oh, I got this one too of puzzle pieces. Jeez, I got all the puzzles. So yeah, I'll send that over to them. Maybe they can put that together. The next thing I got was sticking with some vintage. Now, this one was, I think in looking for that Brooks Robinson card, I think I stumbled upon this listing, which is why I bid on it, because the price was really low. And there was a cool card in there that I already have one copy of, but I wanted to see if I can get this one again. And I believe it was a lot of 1973 cards. Oh, let's see here. Hold on a second before I unwrap that. All right, yeah, that's just his receipt. So, kind of set these in. They're in okay shape, not the greatest, but got Don Sutton, right? All 1973 tops, if I didn't mention that already. George Hendrick. And the corner there is a little beat up. You have the Don Zimmer. Man, Don Zimmer looked old even way back then. I thought he was old when he was with the Yankees in the late 90s, early 2000s. Man, he looked old then. Johnny Milner. Johnny Oates. I don't know who this is. Jim Longborg. Rich Haver. Tom Hall. But this is the card I was really going for. The all-time home runs leader card. I like this card. It's got a little damage here in the corner, a little musty, but this is part of the reason why I got this card. I mean, pretty cool nonetheless. Wow, horribly miscut, but a pretty cool card, right? With you got these three guys on one card before obviously Hank Aaron beat him out for the home run leaders league. So that was the main reason why I got that. And then you got the Texas Rangers team, and then a nice miscut on the Chris Chambliss. It might be close to his rookie. Ooh, second-year card for Chris. But again, miscut. But again, I think this was only like a couple of bucks, so that's why I went for it. But always cool to get some vintage cards. You know, they're getting harder and harder to come by, so sticking with that. And then the last box here was another group lot. Let's move these commons out of the way. So this one was, I don't remember exactly everything that was coming into this one. Let's move this box. Clear this bag. But, so this was the 1986 Tops Traded was really what I was going for. And again, it was one of these things where what this guy was selling or what the auction was going for, I just wanted the 86 Tops Traded. And the price was, I was willing to pay just for the traded, and all these other cards were kind of just icing on the cake. So let's start with these ones. I don't think there's really much value with these. I know I've seen these with a couple of the collections that Wax Packs and I have bought, but I don't know really what anybody can do with these. But you got Nolan Ryan, Dale Strawberry, Pete Rose, Pedro Guerrero, Dave Winfield, Lloyd Mosby, and Alejandro Pena. So again, the big huge cards here from 1985, tops, just the large one. So pretty cool. Nolan Ryan, you can't go wrong with that. Jumbo pack of 88, and then the 1985 Glossy All-Star team. So the whole shebang, the whole group. You know, Darryl Strawberry, Dale Murphy, Tony Gwynn, looking thin. Ozzie Smith, Greg Nettles, a lot of Padres on this team. Tom Herr, another Padre, Steve Garvey. So they must have had a good team back then. Maybe they made it to the World Series one year. I don't know, but I don't recall them. I know they didn't win it, but I don't recall them. Cal Ripken, George Brett. I don't recall them making it, but who knows? They must have. Maybe they played the Tigers. Maybe that's who the Tigers played, and the Tigers won the World Series. I don't know. I can't remember. But the gums in here all cracked up. This is 88 tops, so I will go through that in a second. But I want to do this one real quick to see. Obviously, 86 tops traded. We're looking for. Let's see what condition the Bo Jackson and the Barry Bonds and the Jose Canseco are in. I think Will Clark's in this one as well. Is there a checklist? There is, and it's stuck in here. Wait a second. Did I get bamboozled? I think I did. Aha! He put it 86 tops traded, and he put the 88 tops traded in here. Oh, you're seeing it live on the video. Well, not live, recorded on this video. So that's what this guy tried to do, right? He put the 88 tops in the 86 box. And then that's why he tried to like right over the top here. Very sneaky. I was wondering, these looked a little weird when I was taking them out. But, all right, so there you go. So this is what you got to be careful with, right? Sometimes you think you're going to get something and you don't. Maybe that's why it was too good to be true on the price there. Because it was like, man, I'm getting all these little extra bonus cards along with, you know, what I want. And then these dumb. Hold on. So, it's a little disappointing because I did want to see if I could get, you know, a nice, the Bo Jackson and Barry Bonds cards there. So I might have to like try and go after them again. But here, you got a McGuire. Maybe if I could, yes, error card, Eddie Murray error card. Huh, look at that. That is the error. Nice. So it's if you don't remember, I went through 88 tops before and we tried to find all the errors, and this was one of the error ones that we couldn't get, and it's supposed to be cut right there on them. So, yeah, that box isn't supposed to be there, obviously. So let's see if, all right, we got Nolan Ryan, record breaker. I can't remember all the other ones off the top of my head, but if we can come across the Keith Comstock one or the Brett, or was it, Bevelin, what's his face? Brett Bevelin. He has an error one too. So maybe here's Wade Boggs. And obviously the Mark McGuire, Matt Williams rookie card. Here we go. Get some good names. The Mark McGuire home runs, not the home runs, the record breaker has that triangle. So maybe a good chance to get him too if he's in this pack. All right. So that salvaged it a little bit. I'm a little happy now that I got in that error card. I mean, I'd rather have the 86 tops traded, but, you know, whatever. What can you do? I mean, people are always trying to swindle you, and and do shady things. But all right, let's see. Just trying to rip through this pack real quick, see if I can get any other errors. I did go through it pretty quickly. I may have gone over something real fast, but hey, Ricky Henderson, Paul O'Neill. So that first stack was definitely a lot better than the second stack. But all right, well, that was it. So that's my mail day. So a little disappointing on that 86 traded swap, but I like this card. This was really what I was looking for, and this is what I was waiting for. And I'm kind of excited to see what I can do with this card here. So, all right, guys, until the next one, if as always, feel free to like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next ones. All right, bye.